Hook the neck breaker. Go behind again into that dragon sleeper. Same maneuver she unleashed onto her opponent on Sunday, but unable to pick up the victory. And right now, Priscilla fighting back into this matchup. Now going for the cover. 1, 2, nope. Now Priscilla kicking her. Nope, Baphomet turning it around. But then again, like considering how Baphomet struggles against other opponents in the women's division, it was only right that the women's world champion could easily pick her off in a one-on-one title match. Up again as Priscilla turns it around, sending Priscilla off the rope into a back body drop. Once again, kick to the midsection. And another suplex. Tie up again by Baphomet, sending Priscilla off the ropes. Drop down. And, oh my God, elevated flapjack. Tie up. Picking her up. Bounced her off the ropes. Oh my God, into a pendulum backbreaker. Springboard into a coffin drop. Takes her down. Kick to the midsection. Priscilla fighting back. Knocks her down. Now just going. Ooh! Stomping her in the chest. Baphomet rolling to the outside of the ring. Priscilla goes up. Missed it. Tie up. Here we go. And a massive belly to belly on the floor. Alright, here's the thing. Don't let your last loss affect you here tonight, but I think like that loss is definitely affecting Baphomet. As Priscilla goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, and no! And another near fall as Baphomet gets the shoulder up on her opponent, but Priscilla still laying in on her as she's looking to finish this match off. Oh, turned it around. Nope. She still gets it. Has her up. Attitude adjustment. Now Priscilla crawling over to the cover. 1, 2, 3. Another heartbreaking victory for the former contender. And now here comes Taylor Swift mocking her Baphomet's second straight loss here tonight. Not necessarily the best thing to do, because I think like Baphomet's did not look very happy to see Taylor Swift mocking her from the stage. But we gotta move on. Women's World Champion Winter Parker is looking to take on Elsa Royal in one-on-one action. So let's get back down to the ring and get this matchup underway. We are fastly approaching XWF Fatal Resurrection at the end of this month. Oh, Elsa wants to hit. Oh! But Winter had other ideas. She did not want to shake her opponent's hand. Elsa Royal is a former XWF Women's Champion. And now she sees that it's her time to take the championship gold back from Winter Parker. And now just stomping her right in the face, and an elbow drop. Elsa Royal looking to go after the champion, as she was the one who came to Aphomet's aid after Winter Parker wanted to cave her face in with a steel chair. Now Elsa Royal is looking to say that it is her time to get a shot at that Women's World Championship. Oh! Now Winter Parker taking it to Elsa on the floor, but Elsa turning things around. She is the veteran here in the Extreme Wrestling Federation. Basically one of the women that the fans all rallied behind 2 years ago at X-Mania for her to win that XWF Women's Championship. They cheered her on as she won her first championship. Can her fans rally behind her once again when she goes up against Winter Parker? She now could clearly have another shot at that title. Can her fans rally behind her like they did 2 years ago and help her win that Women's World Championship? But Winter Parker is still way too strong as she's taken down the former XWF Women's Champion. Oh my god, and not punching her right in the face again. Winter Parker is relentless in her campaign to keep a stranglehold on that Women's World Championship. Oh my god, Blade Runner! Now into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Winter makes short work out of the former women's champion. Winter Parker continuing her victorious streak here tonight. But we got to move on. We still have more wrestling action coming your way. We got Big Jericho taking on Jamie Madrox. So let's get back down to the ring and get this one-on-one matchup underway. Big Jericho and his partner Hatayal are looking to possibly build back some momentum. Because New Legacy Inc. lost twice to the tag team champions as the Cheenies retained their titles twice, both times. Big Jericho coming down to the ring to the Saturday night's main event theme song. That is a very retro theme song. Here comes one half of the rap duo Twisted. this is Jamie Madrox. Jamie Madrox and Monoxide Child are definitely two veterans here in the Extreme Wrestling Federation. Big Jericho and Tile are newcomers. Madrox and Monoxide are definitely jealous that two newcomers had a shot at the tag team titles and they did not. So Twisted is definitely taking offense to the fact that the newest members of New Legacy Inc. have gotten 2 more title shots since the relaunch. And Twisted have barely gotten any. And they've had several rivalries here on Mayhem, but to no avail, as they are still also looking for a shot at those XWF Tag Team Championships, and I'm pretty sure they have some disdain for D-Generation Fat, who are getting yet another shot at those tag titles here tonight. So I'm pretty sure Twisted are definitely going to be looking at that tag team title match here tonight. And I'm pretty sure Jericho and Atile will be watching on as well. But Jamie Madrox tossing Big Jericho on the floor. Oh my God, knee to the face. But then again, we got two representatives. We got 2 representatives of 2 other teams in this division that are looking to quite possibly take those titles from the Cheenies. But then again, like, if Madrox and Monoxide have something to say about it, they are definitely going to make sure they will be the ones to have the next title shot. We're at a count of 8. They make it into the ring immediately once they realize the referee's 10 count was about to run out. Jericho with that big body splash. Tie up and slams his head on the mat. Here we go. Now it's taking Madrox and putting him up against the ropes. Now putting him... Oh my God, he's trying to choke him out. Oh! And slingshots him back. Here we go. Oh, nope, he's back up. Now Jericho sent off the ropes. Here we go. Off the ropes. Oh my God, massive body splash. Tie up once again. Putting Madrox against the ropes. Now he's just unleashing those strikes. Uh-oh. Oh! Boot to the midsection. And a knee across the face. Looking to smear some more of that face paint. Now Jericho up top. Elbow drop! Into the cover. 1! Oh, not even close to a near fall here tonight. Tie up once again. Has him up. Oh, slamming him down on the mat. Now both men roll to the outside. They both of these men almost got counted out the last time they exited the ring. So hopefully they are better aware of the referee's 10 count right now. Now Madrox hits him with that gut-wrench power bomb. Nope, going right for the elbow. And right for the elbow once again. Oh, putting him back. Oh my God. Trying to hold him down. We're at a count of 6. Hopefully they are aware of the 10 count this time around. And they are as Madrox tosses Jericho back into the ring. Here we go. Madrox looking to pick him up. And as he slams his face into the mat. Now Madrox looking to line up Big Jericho for something. Oh! Crushes him right in the corner. Looking to finish off Big Jericho here tonight. Has him up. Spinning him around. Sit out power bomb. A.k.a. the Batista bomb into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. Jamie Madrox victorious here tonight. And he's not done. Of course he's not done. He's a little peeved that him and a tile were able to get 2 straight title shots within a week. So yeah, like Twisted are definitely going to take out their aggressions because they feel a little bit slighted in the fact that they're not being recognized as a tag team over here on Mayhem. They're being passed up for the flavor of the week, and they're not going to be passed up anymore, and they want tag team gold. But we got to move on because Pandy is looking to take on the monster Palem in one-on-one action. So let's get back down to the ring for some more women's action and get this matchup underway. This is our 3rd women's match of the evening. We kind of front-loaded this show with women's action. But guess what? We still got championship matchups later on in the card, but right now, the monster Palem making her way down to the ring. Like Palem marching her way down to the ring. Like she means business. Actually, one thing, like Palem has had a lot of setbacks in her journey back to that women's world title, but I don't think she cares whether she has a title or not. All she cares about is just one thing: dishing out as much pain as she wants on to her opponents. But right now, here comes her opponent, a former champion in her own right. This is Pandy, and the current XWF Uncivilized World Champion. But I think that Pandy is definitely a Pandy from an alternate universe, because that Pandy has a definite attitude problem. This is the nice Pandy that everybody knows and loves. Well, then again, like, definitely, you do not want to mess with the alternate universe Pandy over on XWF Uncivilized. She will definitely tear into her opponents on that show. But this Pandy is definitely the one that the fans know and love. But I'm pretty sure Pandy probably wishes she brought out that dark side standing on the other side of the ring from this big behemoth. Oh my god! Overhead belly to belly suplex from Palem taking down Pandy. Yeah, I bet Pandy probably wishes she had her alternate universe versus persona while suffering that overhead belly to belly, but seems like Pandy has turned it around quite nicely on her opponent right now. Now she's picking Palem up, kind of delaying it a little bit. What is Pandy looking to do? And vertical suplex on the floor. Pandy looking to try to neutralize this behemoth with a lot of power maneuvers. Now Pandy tying up once again. Looking to take her for a walk to remember. But Palem breaking out of it and reversing it. Tie up once again. Oh, Pandy reverses it and tosses Palem back into the ring. Oh, here we go. Palem with the tie-up. But Palem is bigger, tougher, and stronger than Pandy is. And now Palem going for the cover. One. And only a one count. Like, Palem needs to do a little more work than that. And now she's got Pandy locked in a bear hug. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Pandy getting out of it. Palem rocking the Demi Moore G.I. Jane buzz cut. But here's, unlike Demi Moore and G.I. Jane, Demi Moore never had this type of physique that Palem has. Like, here's the thing. Palem definitely looks like she could give G.I. Jane a run for her money. As like she could probably manhandle Demi Moore. And here's the thing. For a lot of people who don't know what I'm talking about, Google search the movie G.I. Jane. And yes, I bring up a lot of old, outdated references. Tie up by Palem. Here we go. Pandy reversing it once again. And here's the thing. Actually, you should check out the movie G.I. Jane because that's actually a pretty damn good movie. Demi Moore actually got an Oscar award for that. Pandy with a spine buster into a pinfall. Palem kicking out before the count of two. Palem knows she has to do a little more work to put this big behemoth away, and Pandy should be going to work on her opponent instead of showing off. Oh, that's gonna probably keep her down. Like, Pandy was going right for that injured knee. Like Palem, that knee brace on Palem's leg is a definite target. And Pandy was looking for it, like showing little traits of her heelish persona on Saturday nights. Now, Pandy grabbing her from behind and hits her with a back body drop, slamming her spine first onto the canvas. Now, tie up once again, sending Palem off the rope. Oh, missed that spear. But Palem hits it again! Uh-oh. Yeah, the lights are out. Look behind you! Oh my God! Now sending her over the top rope, and Palem tossing her back into the ring. Picking her back up once again. Has her, oh my God, and a vertical suplex. Definitely ragdolling Pandy with that maneuver. Oh my God, knees. Actually driving that knee brace right into her face. Like, that is a... Man, that knee brace isn't just to hold Palem's bum knee in alignment. It's also can be used as a weapon. Now Palem slamming her down on the mat. I think like she's looking for that cannonball. Yeah, she is looking for that cannonball, and she's telling Pandy to get up, and she hits it! Brutus ball! Now Palem turns Pandy over, goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no! That is a 2 count. And Pandy gets the knees up as Palem was looking for that cannonball. Palem with the air, Pandy with the air raid crash, going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Pandy picking up the victory over the Beast. And there is your winner. Victorious over the Monster. As Pandy looks like she might be looking to claim her spot for some women's championship gold. Pandy hasn't held championship gold for a long time now. And she wants some back around her waist. But that can wait till another day. Because, we gotta move right in to some championship title action. As D-Generation Fat get their rematch for the XWF Tag Team Championships when they take on the Cheenies in tag team action. And it is actual tag team action, as like the tag team titles on both brands will be competed for in normal tag team rules. It's like we want this fair and square as order to maintain fairness. Because like tornado tags are very iffy. Like here's the thing, like you could double team somebody, knock somebody out on the other side, and just pick apart the other guy in the ring while his partner is incapacitated on the outside. Right, and retain the titles. It just fares one team over the other. Tornado tags just fare one team over the other. Normal tag team rules are the way to keep championship matches fair here in the Extreme Wrestling Federation. And now, right now, here come the reigning and defending XWF Tag Team Champions. This is their third tag team title defense of the week. These guys have been fighting champions through and through. This is Tony Cheney and Ice-T Curtis. They are the Cheenies. They have been pulling double duty as of lately, as they have also been on XWF Warzone. And from what I said, like, Mayhem General Manager Stephanie McMahon says once they lose those titles, they become 100% Warzone property. They officially move over to Warzone. And there are the belt graphics. So let's get down to the introductions. Generation Fat is in the ring. The Cheenies are ready. As they pass their titles on to the official. This is their second defense. This is the third defense of the week. They defended the titles last Thursday. They defended them on Sunday. And will they defend them here tonight? Let's find out as the bell has just rung and this match is officially underway. Doo-Hop going after Tony Cheney at the start of this match. Here we go. Oh, kick to the midsection. Can Grim and Doo-Hop win these tag team titles and send the Cheenies packing over to XWF Warzone? Or will the Cheenies stay over here on Thursday nights? Oh, Hurricane Rana taking down Doo-Hop as Doo-Hop rolls out to get recentered. Like he kind of felt a little discombobulated there. Had to roll out like an Autobot. Now Doo-Hop going right back after Tony Cheney, taking him down on the mat, and now showing off to the fans as Ice-T Curtis gets the hot tag. Ice-T Curtis up, hitting Doo-Hop with that forearm before going for the cover. One. Nope, only a 1 count. As Ice-T Curtis couldn't even get a near fall on Doo-Hop. Doo-Hop calling himself the ring general of GTS Wrestling. Tags out, bringing in his older brother Grim. Oh my god, and Grim hitting him with a big boot. Grim definitely showing us that he is the main effing character. And now going after the sex pest, Ice-T Curtis, which I'm pretty sure Grim pretty much dropped bringing up those accusations after like halfway into October, pretty much going into Brewery Brawl 2, Grim pretty much stopped calling Ice-T Curtis a sex pest as him and his brother hit Ice-T Curtis with a double back body drop into a pin, but only could get a 1 count. Like, here's the thing, Ice-T Curtis taking on the ring general and the main effing character. Like, here's the thing, DF are looking to possibly take back those tag team titles here tonight. Oh my god, kicks to the midsection. But here's the thing, like Grim and Doo-Hop were, like, a lot of people don't like the fact that Grim and Doo-Hop are getting this title opportunity. But let's just face it, Grim and Doo-Hop are the #1 contenders for those titles. And they were calling their shot here tonight for those XWF Tag Team Championships. Now Grim just going right after Ice-T Curtis. Now he's looking to bend the other arm back. looking to apply some rest holds or joint manipulation. Grim going right after Ice-T again. Oh! Stiff forearm. Now he just locks in a submission hold on Grim, picks him up into a backbreaker, and just ragdolls him. That is a 250-pound man that you just tossed like he was nothing. But Grim hitting Tony Cini with that flying forearm. Tony Cini tagging back into this match, but Tony Cini turning things around as Grim was looking for a belly-to-belly, but Tony Cini continuing to turn things around on the head of the buffet table. Now Tony Cini going right after that arm. That arm of Grim's has had a lot of injuries over the past couple of years, to the point where Grim even had a wrist brace on his left forearm. Oh no, Ice-T was getting double teamed by him and Doo-Hop. Like Grim, there was that one point where like Grim's entire body was falling apart. Doo-Hop with the Fujiwara armbar on Ice-T Curtis. Doo-Hop claims to be the one who taught that to MJF. I don't know how truthful that is. You might as well just take Doo-Hop at his word, because like if you try to argue that, he'll just end up just hitting you with a claymore, just like how Grim just hit Ice-T Curtis with that Superman punch. But Ice-T Curtis kicking out of that pinfall attempt before the count of 3, but Doo-Hop back in, hits him up. Oh my god, and now Ice-T Curtis fights out of that. Springboard into a lariat, taking down Doo-Hop. Doo-Hop thought he could finish off Ice-T Curtis, but Ice-T Curtis staying alive in this matchup. Oh my god, and he kicks Doo-Hop in the midsection. Doo-Hop retreating to the ropes, and Tony Cini tags back in. Ooh! Now Doo-Hop back into the ring. Oh my god! Back elbow, knocking down Doo-Hop. But Doo-Hop turning things back around. Stunner! Doo-Hop drop! And Ice-T Curtis breaking up the pinfall. Ice-T Curtis aware that he does not want his team to lose these titles. They have fought this hard to keep those XWF tag team titles, that they do not want to let them go to the former champs. But Doo-Hop continuing to fight, but he's going to the top rope, but back into the ring, and he tags Grim back in. Oh, stiff punch by Tony Cini. Go behind as he picks Grim up. Oh my god! And he goes right for the part that Grim has had trouble with over the past year. I don't know if the Grim's knees are still bothering, but Grim caught him and sent him backwards. Now Grim has Tony Cini right where he wants him. Picks him up. And he's gonna make him say hello to the bad guy. Has him up. Razor's Edge. Shout out to Razor Ramon. Go for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And we have new tag team champions. Oh my god. Grim and Doo-Hop win back the tag team gold. DF are your brand new tag team champions. The gold go right back to Grim and Doo-Hop. Grim putting away Tony Cini with the Razor's Edge. We gotta move on. We still got more wrestling action your way as we just crowned brand new tag team champions here tonight. But we got Aiden Black and Bosty going after each other one-on-one. These two are now done with all the preliminary bullshit. Mike Groff is out of the way. Billy the Fridge is out of the way. And now Bosty looking like he can finally have a clear shot and to have a chance to win back his World Heavyweight Championship. So let's get down to the ring and get this matchup underway. Oh. Uh-oh. A little bit of trash talking between these two. I don't want to know what they were talking about, but looks like they could have possibly made peace before this match got underway. Now Bosty turning that around on the champ. Bosty, a former XWF World Heavyweight Champion, wants to get that title back. The title he lost back to Aiden Black back at XWF Summer Armageddon. He lost that title because Mike Groff screwed him over, causing Aiden Black to be victorious that night. And Bosty had to go into a rivalry against the XWF founder. And that rivalry spilled right into a full-on tag team match where Aiden Black teamed with Mike Groff to take on Bosty and Billy the Fridge, as Billy the Fridge had his own beef against the World Heavyweight Champion. And now that all of these side rivalries have come to an end, it is now mano-a-mano. Winner. Now mano-a-mano with the World Heavyweight Championship hanging in the balance. Bosty tossed into the corner and takes a knee lift from the champion. Now Aiden Black going right after the face, and a big boot in the corner. Now Aiden Black taking control of the challenger. Now Aiden with the springboard and nobody home as Bosty avoids the maneuver. But these two men know each other very well. Ins and outs, every maneuver, every counter to every maneuver. These two have mastered each other's abilities, strengths, weaknesses, to the point where every time they square off in the ring, it's going to be a great matchup. Bosty wants his championship back. Well, he has the champion up in a deadlift military press and slams him down. Face first onto the canvas, but Aiden Black turning things around. Go behind by Bosty. Tie up. Has him up. Oh, snake eyes. Bosty taking full control of this matchup as he's just kicking the champion in the face. Now grabbing the arm back and just manipulating the joints of the World Heavyweight Champion. Now going for it once again. Kick to the face. Takes him down once more. Now going right for the hand again. Aiden Black is definitely taking a lot of damage by the former world champion. Taking him down once again. Oh, going right for those arms again. And the spine. Now Bosty going to the top rope. Here we oh my God! 450 elbow drop into the cover. 1, 2, no! Aiden Black refusing to stay down. And an elbow shot to the forehead. Now Bosty looking to tune up the band. And he hits it. Sweet chin music. Now Bosty looking to crawl for the cover. Like that sweet chin music took a lot out of him. And now he finally goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Bosty victorious over Aiden Black. I think Bosty can finally say that this rivalry might be over with. Aiden Black in a little beside himself as Bosty is celebrating. Oh no. He's got his hand cocked. He thought against it. He was acting like he was going to cold cock Bosty from behind, but he just thought against it and just exited the ring. Decided to let cooler heads prevail here. He did not want to show any anger. But here's the thing, like, Bosty deciding to let his temperament cool. Like Aiden Black letting his temperament cool as like we all did see him ball up his fist. Like he wanted to cheap shot Bosty from behind. But he decided against it and exited the ring. But we got to move on. We still got one more match to go. And that is our main event where the United States of Anarchy Championship will be on the line when Pickle Boy looks to challenge Pete Corvus in one-on-one action. So let's get back down to the ring and get this matchup underway. This and the Hardwired Championship are the two staple titles that have been a part of the Mayhem brand since its inception. Like the longest reigning titles that date back to the beginning, back in 2019 when the brand split officially started. Actually, the brand split didn't start in 2019. It started a couple years after. Started in 2022. And those have been the staple for the mid-card on this brand ever since. And Pete Corvus is the current champion as he makes his way down to the ring with the title over his shoulder. Pete Corvus is here and ready to defend his title one more time against another opponent. Put up the belt graphic. Pickle Boy is here. Pete Corvus holding up his championship. Now, passing it off to the official. I'm pretty sure if Pickle Boy wins this championship, we are probably definitely going to need to order a brand new title that would be big enough to fit around his enormous gut. Kind of like how we ordered a pair of titles that would fit around the waist of Boogie 2988 and Wings of Redemption. But it clearly said, but those titles don't even clearly fit around their waist without needing a extender strap. As Pete Corvus goes for the cover after that that frog splash, but only gets a 2 count on Michael Green. Here's the thing, Pete Corvus continuing to go after Pickle Boy. Kick to the back of the head, and again. And a third one for good measure. He's trying to give Pickle Boy CTE. Here we go, going for it. Oh my God, it takes him out. Yep. Michael Green runs into Pete Corvus. Both of them they daze each other. Actually, I think like Pete Corvus might have been dazed the worst because like, hey, you're getting ran into by a big, massive individual by the name of Pickle Boy. Of course, he's gonna stun you a little bit when he runs into you. It's gonna almost feel like running into a solid brick wall. But I'm pretty sure, like, Michael Green's flesh is a lot more soft than a brick wall is. Which, when it comes to sanitary purposes, I think the brick wall would be more sanitary. Because I don't even think Michael Green even showers. Ooh! Actually, one thing, I'm pretty sure he probably does shower, but he probably doesn't get under a lot of those folds of fat. I think, like, he just surface washes a few areas. I don't even think he'd even bends over to wash his undercarriage. Or even to wash the bottoms of his feet. or under his arms. Like, here's the thing. Like, Pickle Boy is definitely a large, disgusting individual. Oh, Pickle Boy with a sneaky roll-up. 1. And here's the thing. I think he might have left a brown stain on our canvas. Because I don't even think this guy can wipe with how large he is. And God have mercy on the toilets that he sits on if he ever has to go to the bathroom. And a massive headbutt. Now Pickle Boy going to the top rope. Oh my God. That turnbuckle is probably screaming out in pain. Oh my God! Off the top rope, and it's amazing that turnbuckle even held his weight. Oh shit! Yokozuna splash. Here we go, and up. Oh my God! Body splash to the spine, into the cover. 2, 3, and a new United States of Anarchy champion has been crowned. Pickle Boy Michael Green is your new champion, knocking off Pete Corvus. And I'm pretty sure Pickle Boy is definitely going to be hard to defeat. But we got... But that right there, ladies and gentlemen, will bring us to the end of this episode of XWF Mayhem. Till we see you on Saturday for XWF Uncivilized. Peace the fuck out.